G'day everyone, it's Curtis here and welcome to an On The Backwheel video. Today I'm on the Royal Enfield Hunter 350 and we're going to see how good this bike is for commuting. Now it's not quite peak hour, but there's going to be a lot of traffic as you can see, so this is going to be a great test. Royal Enfield pretty much say this bike's designed for the city, so it's going to be really good to see how it goes through the city. A bit worried about the punch for the line. But it's really light, small and nimble, so it should be fantastic for lane splitting. And it's narrow, and the bars are at a good height for lane splitting too. It's quiet, no one's going to hear you coming, that's for sure. Not that that's a bad thing, you know. You shouldn't rely on people hearing you. Still, it's nice to have a bike with a bit of a burble to it as well. Sun's out, guns out. Well, Royal Enfield, that was a lame pun. Oh, I need to get some sunglasses. I've been spoiled with my adventure bike helmet's got an inbuilt visor. So the mirrors, they're okay. They're not amazing. They're okay. They do a job for this kind of riding. They do start to vibrate. I wouldn't want to read any number plates, that's for sure. Now the bike gets up to speed, no problem at all. 60, 80. Yeah, it's built for that kind of stuff. Much more, yeah, I'm getting worried. Duck ahead everyone here and try to slide in one of the gaps here. Perfect. Here we go. I have to say, this bike is an absolute doddle to ride. If you're starting out or just want an easy to ride bike, this is where it's at, hey. It's just so easy to ride. It handles well too. Seat's comfortable. I do like the seat. It's actually a pretty torquey motor. Go. Yeah, nice. Here's a cheeky little way I usually go. Gets you a fair bit ahead going up here. Oh, someone's broken down. Not today, Curtis. Oh no, we'll still get there. Plenty of room. This would be a good little test. Oh man, this thing's small, eh? It just goes right through. The big adventure bikes take me right at mirror height sometimes, so when you got bark busters on and stuff as well, you gotta be really wary. I hit someone's once and I was like, oh shit, sorry mate, lucky there was no damage. Certainly haven't had that issue with this. Alright, let's see how this lane splits. No worries, look how narrow it is. Not even close. Oh, this is a bit tighter. Very tight. Oh, lovely jubbly. Alright, let's get ahead of traffic. If you've got some quicker cars, you're going to have problems because it's just not that quick off the line. I definitely think this could use a bit more power. Not a lot. I don't think it needs much more at all. I think if it had like 25 horsepower, you know, it's only got 20 at the crank, I believe. It had that at the rear wheel, so about 25. I think it'd be about perfect. I did notice riding to work this morning, there was bugger all traffic around. It was night time, like 5 in the morning in winter here, so wasn't much going on. But there was an uphill section. I'm trying to pass there. Yeah, wasn't great. I was struggling to get by. I actually gave up. I was like, yeah, not gonna make it. This has always been a fun corner. Whee! Sweet handling bike, eh? Fueling is absolutely perfect and I've had no issues with it. Sneak in here. Oh, or not, he's going forward too. See, I'm doing this kind of slow speed stuff, hard on the clutch. A twitchy throttle can really be a pain in those situations. And I love the dash. You can't see it that well because it's daytime now, but it lights up nicely. Everything's just there, so clear and easy to read. Yeah, I really rate that. Done a great job with that. It's simple. You guys got everything you need, and it looks good. Over we get. The brakes aren't too bad. I don't mind the brakes. Got good feel. They're not massively powerful, but they do a good job. Same with the rear brake. And I haven't activated ABS at all. I think you'd really have to be committed to do that. And suspension, You know, I'm not designed for this bike. I'm 90 kilos without gear, so let's say 95 at the moment with boots, helmet, and whatever else on the jacket. The bike handles itself surprisingly well considering. It's when you hit sharper bumps, yeah, you notice it's a bit jarring, but I haven't bottomed out or anything yet. When you pick up the pace, it does start to lose control a bit. But if you're a bit lighter, I don't think you'd have any issues. If you're 70, 80 kilos, yeah, you would be completely fine. Even now, like, I wouldn't change it. Like, if I was to have this as my commuting bike, I'd just leave it as it is. It's cheap motoring. Like, I filled it up and I got under 3 litres per 100. And it's like $7,000 bike. I just get it and ride it. A couple of people commented on my first ride video that are owners, and they were like, yeah, it's just cheap motoring. Serves it yourself. Really simple to work on. Crazy fuel economy. I mean, that's what you're looking for in a commuter, right? And it's comfortable. Seat's good, seating position's good. Can't ask for much more than that, really. Well, I just saved about 5 minutes already just by cutting through some traffic. Heavy traffic this whole road. Goodness, I love commuting on a motorbike. Stuff doing in the car, hey, especially if you work in the city. No thanks. A lot in here, thank you very much. Now we're going to make a very important stop, guys, on the way home. I'm sure many of you do after you finish work. Oh, there it is, there's the important stop. Well, we're going to head to these people. Just go to the Enfield. Supplies obtained. Okay, U-turn. Sharp. Turning circle on this thing is ridiculous. So good. Even just through car parks and stuff. Do such sharp turns. Screwed out here. To a 70 zone. Easy up to 70, no issues at all. 2 up, I don't think this is really a bike for it. If you're living like in town and you're going out for dinner or to cafes or something, yeah, perfectly fine for 2 up. Short distances, I definitely would not do long distances with this bike 2 up. But if you're just commuting to and from, you know, a cafe or something, or going out to a bar or a restaurant, perfect. Yeah, definitely do 2 up in those circumstances. And the rear seat's really good. The whole seat in general is good, actually. I really rate it. I have to say, the big Hunter, she loves sitting at about 70, 80 or 90. It's really a sweet spot there and just hums along. Sharp turn. Gearbox, sensational. I really like using it. Smooth, easy to use, feels great. Alright, let's pull over. Quick chat about my commuting thoughts on the Royal Enfield. Look at that turning circle. That's not even that's not even full lock. Let's go again, full lock. Well, not even the full lock. That's full lock. Crazy. Gotta say, it's a really nice bike to commute on, everyone. It's light, it's comfortable, it's a doddle to get through traffic, especially lane splitting in that kind of heavier traffic. You can save a lot of time by doing that. My only complaint would be is when you're trying to get ahead of traffic, lacks that bit of oomph. You got some faster cars, your ass starts to pucker a bit and you're like, oh, am I gonna make it? Sometimes you just gotta hang back. And on the way to work this morning, I tried to pass some people going up the range over here and I just couldn't. I had to just hang back and get stuck behind them for a bit. And bide my time. I just didn't have the power to get around them. But everything else, gearbox, fuel economy, owners have been commenting saying it's really cheap to service and you can do a lot of it yourself. So all in all, I really am rating this bike for commuting. I've got the bike for a couple more weeks. I'm going to keep riding the bike and then we'll do a final review at the end. Any questions you have about the Royal Enfield, let me know in the comments down below and I'll get back to you or answer them in the review. Alright, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe. Every subscriber really helps me get more bikes and create more content like this. Hopefully they'll give me the Himalayan 450. We'll see how we go. Alright, click the subscribe button, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep it on the back wheel. Catches.